GameStop's such a great place. Let me tell you. I just bought Redneck Jamboree. Oh, you know there's going to be a game review on this bad boy. GameStop is, well, they're pretty ridiculous. They charge $18 for this game. Pretty crazy when you think about it. I mean, seriously. This was $18 at one point in time. I'm sure at one point in time it was also $60. Maybe $30 new. But even a couple dollars for this is a bit overpriced, yes? So in today's episode of the news you missed, we're going to be discussing GameStop posting $488 million lost for the last quarter. GameStop's in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. And not only that, but their stocks have plunged quite a bit as well. 11%. Pretty bad stuff happening with GameStop, all in today's episode of the news you missed. If that sounds great to you, stay tuned. But before we get into that, I just request that you click the subscribe button if you like to stay up to date with gaming news and me. I come back with a video daily. I greatly appreciate your support as I'm on the road to 1 million subscribers, and it would mean the world to me if I could reach that, but I need your help. Now, let's jump right into the news. GameStop. Oh, I'm no stranger to hating good old GameStop. I dislike them quite a lot for various reasons. No more than this right here. I mean, this just really emphasizes it. There might be a better example out there, but like not by much. This is likely going to be a really, really bad game. And offhand, I've never played it. I don't know much about it. But asking someone to pay, what was it, $17.99 for a used copy of Redneck Jamboree for the Wii? Are you serious? This is GameStop, folks. Of course, that takes into account competition and things like that, so it's really no surprise in terms of how they price their video games. The point is, GameStop isn't anything special. They can be beat out by eBay, they can be beat out by Amazon, in fact, and many other places. And since they've been trying to retool their programs and change things around, they haven't been doing it for the better. So it has been definitely driving sales down. Combine that with an all-digital type of world that we live in, and you got yourself a recipe for disaster. So it seems that digital stores are thriving, like Humble and even Microsoft Store, because they have the Xbox Live Games with Gold program, but also you get massive discounts, and then they, generally speaking, have sales. Then let's not forget PlayStation's digital storefront, Steam, GOG, good old games. I mean, my personal favorite because they're absolutely DRM free. I'll go ahead and host a few of my affiliate coded games in the description below for you if you're looking for some new games out of them, by the way. Humble plug there. But real talk, GOG is a pretty nice site. And that's my point entirely for this video. When you're trying to sell physical copies of games for like $18 and they're just absolute crap games, I understand you like digital games, but I just want that physical copy. I want to be able to hold it. I want the art. I'm with you there. Honestly. But then, you know, at that point in time, why aren't you going to eBay? Because you could get about the same deals. Sometimes you can get better. Sometimes you can get bundles of games for the same exact price that you would pay for that used copy of the game. And then this doesn't even take into account the websites like Let Go and yard sales on Facebook. Generally speaking, just sales in your home city, your hometown, that are just listed in the paper. You can get some good deals. And then, of course, where you can find games like these all the time, good old Goodwill. It doesn't happen as often as you might think, but it's not like it never happens. I've found some great video games and gaming deals at Goodwill, including systems and games. So GameStop has lost around $500 million, and that was reported by Game Rant. Man, that's the third quarter, but they're talking about how the fourth quarter is going to be bigger because that's going to include all the Christmas sales. The thing, though, is that this is despite a solid growth from hardware sales and accessories. So you guys know how GameStop has been slowly trickling off over time, right? I think we all understand that again, you know, we live in a more digitalized world, and thus, you know, people don't want to go out and buy copies of games. They just want it now, so they're going to buy it immediately and then download it and play it. I can't really fault anyone for that, other than the fact that your impatience is costing you quite a lot more money, unless the game's on sale. But the point is, even with an increase of hardware sales, they have lost $488 million. But if we go over and we check out good old CNBC, GameStop plunges 11% after the company slashes full-year profit. So their outlook was pretty bad, and actually GameStop shares plunged 12% post-market Thursday after the company did slash its full-year earnings forecast. So basically people said, hey, you know what, we see that we lost a lot of money. I'm going to go ahead and get out of this stock market right here. This is a bad idea to do. And if you know anything about stocks, you're going to understand that, yes, you should not be involved in a company that lost almost $500 million unless they have an extremely good reason. What's GameStop's reason? Oh, we have a rough time competing in a digital marketplace. Oh, we have grimy, slimy business practices. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Speaking from my heart, ladies and gentlemen, don't feel bad for the people who work at GameStop because this is a choice. No one puts a gun to someone's head and says you have to work at GameStop. There are plenty of jobs out there. And considering how many positions are available at each and every single GameStop, it's not even close to the size of a Walmart. They would likely get better treatment at Walmart. They would likely get better benefits at Walmart. They would probably be more stable at Walmart. So all this, hey, my friend works at GameStop. He's not such a bad guy. I believe you. I believe your friend has a great personality and isn't a bad guy. But your friend's making a really bad employment choice by staying with a company that's lost 12% stock shares, and also they lost $500 million. So that's not exactly the best decision. All of my friends, all my buddies who worked at GameStop, they're all gone. One of my friends went over and became a police dispatcher because he went to college for that stuff. And the other one went over to Amazon to become a manager at Amazon. He said he would be paid $5 more. And he had been at GameStop for, I think it was a little over 5 years as a manager. So that's pretty bad, man. When you're at a place for 5 years and you can get paid more right off rip for doing essentially similar work. So it's no real surprise why GameStop is failing. The reasons I've listed, the employment opportunities aren't even alluring, to be honest. The only benefit you really get out of it anymore is that you get to work with video games. And I mean, you know, you could just ask to work at Walmart's electronics section. You'll be working with video games, so you know, I don't know what to tell you. I feel really bad because almost every other market here in the US has a store, a big box store that encompasses it. But video games are kind of kicked to the curb, GameStop being about the only representation that we personally have in the US as a big box store chain. I mean, there's plenty of grocery stores, there's plenty of clothing stores, even Best Buy is for electronics, and though they do encompass games, what I mean is that GameStop's always getting kicked because of their ridiculous business practices. So yeah, man, I gotta tell you, it's pretty sad. And I just want to bring up one really funny point. You guys remember that video about the guy getting upset and destroying the GameStop store because he couldn't get a refund on Fallout 76? I mean, they just lost $488 million, but Lord knows you can't give a refund to a guy who's just asking for it. I mean, that's too much, fam. $488 million and $60 extra dollars. That's the straw that breaks the camel's back. And no, I don't condone his actions. But my point is, I find it incredibly funny that they make people jump through so many hoops, that they overprice games, that they intentionally at times screw up the pricing to get more money out of things, that they don't have the best of employees because they don't have the best of training programs, they don't have the best of incentives to have the employees want to do their jobs right, and yet here we are once again discussing the inevitable demise of good old GameStop. They're done, fam. They're finishing their finito. It's just a matter of time now. I don't have much else to say on this subject. I'm trying to take a new approach to the news you missed. I hope you guys really enjoyed this approach. You let me know in the comments down below, and I suppose I'm gonna have to go ahead and play this game. I'm actually going to have to play this game. I can't believe it. Yeah. No, I didn't really get it at GameStop for $18. I think I would legally be insane if I would pay that for this type of game. Again, I'd probably get this off of eBay. I found this at Goodwill, and it was like $3, so, you know. I still feel like I paid too much money for it, but maybe it's a cult classic that I missed out on? I don't think so. Anyways, ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a big thumbs up and let me know with a subscription. You keep on coming back and I'll keep on making videos for you. I've been your host, Protomario, and I'm signing out. As always, good gaming, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.